Hi, this is Mr. Estrada. Today we are going to be going over problem number 36 from the June 2012 geometry regions. The coordinates of trapezoid ABCD are A negative 4, 5, B 1, 5, C 1, 2, and D negative 6, 2. Trapezoid A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, D double prime is the image after the composition, reflection in the x-axis, reflection in the line y equals x, is performed on trapezoid ABCD. State the coordinates of trapezoid A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, D double prime. The use of the set of axes below is optional. Okay, so we are working on a composition of transformations. One very important thing to know is that in a composition of transformations, you start with the transformation on the right and then work to the left. So you go from right to left. So the first transformation we're going to be performing is the reflection in the line y equals x. This is going to be the first one that we are going to perform. Now, the easiest way to do this is to write down the original coordinates and to just memorize the rule of a reflection across the line y equals x. The rule is to just switch the x and y coordinate. It's really that easy. So if I'm going to switch the x and y coordinate, my A prime is going to be 5, negative 4. My B prime is going to be 5, 1. My C prime is going to be 2, 1. And my D prime is going to be 2, negative 6. So there I performed my first transformation. That was a reflection across the line y equals x. The next transformation is a reflection in the x-axis. Now this is very important. You're going to perform the reflection in the x-axis to A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. So you're not performing this transformation to the original set of coordinates. Okay, you're performing it to the second set. A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. So a reflection across the x-axis, what's the rule? Well, the rule is to just change the sign of the y-coordinate. Okay? You're not changing the sign of the x-coordinate. You're not switching the coordinates. All you're doing is changing the sign of the y-coordinate. That's what it means when you see that negative sign in front of the y there. Okay, you're negating it, so that means you're just going to change the sign. So A double prime is going to be 5, positive 4, because A prime is 5, negative 4. I'm changing the sign of the y, and I'm going to get 5, positive 4. B double prime is going to be 5, negative 1. C double prime is going to be 2, negative 1. And D double prime is going to be 2, 6. Now, I often get asked, well, if it says negative y there, why is the 4 positive? Now, let me just say this again. Because you have a negative sign here, and then you have the other negative sign here. That's going to be a double negative, so that's going to become positive. So I just wanted to mention that briefly because sometimes people get a little bit confused about that. Okay? Just the easiest way to read this is to just read it as I'm changing the sign of y. And this is your answer right here. A prime, A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, D double prime. For this particular question, you were not required to graph any of the images. That's why it says the use of the set of axes below is optional. But if you get paranoid and you want to graph it anyways because you want to make sure that everything you did is right, it would have to look like this. This would be the original figure. and you're reflecting it across the line y equals x. That's this line. After you reflect the original figure across the line y equals x, you are going to get this figure. And then you're going to reflect this figure across the x-axis, and you are going to get this figure. So there you have it. You know that it's done correctly because the figure doesn't change in size. It's not supposed to change in size, right? You're only performing reflections here. And so everything matches up, coordinates match up. Okay, looks good, and we're done here. Thank you very much for your time. Have a pleasant day. Check out my other videos. Take care.